up and move because your body feels ready to do that and a little bit warmer. Stand with your legs hip distance apart, shoulders relaxed, chin level, top of your head, reach into the sky, breath up. And exhale down. Just some nice, easy warm-up breaths. Just get a flow going in your body of energy, head to toe. Just feels good to wake up on a beautiful sunny day and move your body and be thankful and blessed that we can do such, right? Couple more breaths. Good. Now let's reverse that breath. Pull the energy up, turn the palms away, and then stretch those shoulders back behind you so that you open your chest. Bring in a bit more oxygen that you might normally bring in. Blow that air out your nose and mouth. Feels good. Breath. Couple more. Very good. Now just come in and let's just do a little easy march in place. We did this last Thursday. Even if you just roll through the balls of your feet and pretend you're walking in place or doing your own version of a moonwalk, just kind of move and get the thighs and the hips, everything warmed up, the entire internal engine that you got in that body warmed up. Good. Now, as we're doing this, let's reach. So reach. So the opposite arm reaches up with the leg that you bend. Yeah, just reach. Just get it all going. Nice, good fluid movement. Good. Couple more. Good. Now let's do both arms at the same time. Reach up, come to your shoulder and down. Shoulder, reach. Good. Just a free movement. This gets our heart rate up because anytime your arms go above your heart, your blood pressure increases and gets the heart working stronger. And that's okay. Reach. Good. Couple more. Last one. Now let's shake everything out and open the legs a little bit wider, toes turn out to the corner, and let's do some weight shift to start to get the thighs and the hips opened up. So my toes are 45 degrees to the corner. And as we shift, we still keep the shoulders over the hips. I know I say that a lot, but that's important for the whole dynamics of these movements. When you lean like that, you're working all different set of muscles, and you're not really feeling the control and the center of your energy like you should. Now let's take the left arm out and then reach it over. Reach it out, reach it over. So yes, we are slightly bending the shoulders away from the hips, but we're going up to the corner, still lifted. Good. Reaching. Two more. Now let's go the other way. Right arm reaches out and over and out. Good. Big stretch, big opening down the waist. Two more. Good. And back to the center. Just let that weight shift. Let the arms sort of lift up to the side. Now we're going to do it with the lift up and down and up. So a little plie in the middle of your lift. Good. Now let's do it with a bit of a rotation. So turn to the right and to the left. So you're pivoting on that lifted leg or foot. Good. Getting a little bit more into the core, into your back and abs and your waist. More complete warm up. Good. Couple more sets. Last one. Good. Now, just let those arms swing freely in your beat the drum. So turn your body. Let those arms just freely bang against your sides. Looks good. Let your head turn the direction you're going. Good. Now bring one arm up to your shoulders. That other one goes into your lower back. The other just comes up and taps you on the shoulder. Just a little shoulder tap. Good. Couple more. Last set. Now just come back to the center and sort of let those arms just kind of stop as they will. I want you to lean over a little bit, just a little bit, and shake. Shake your arms, shake your shoulders. Feel the loosening or the tightness in your back. Now curl up, breath up. Same thing again, soften the knees, dangle a little bit further. If you need to shake your shoulders, let your head be loose. Top of your head to your floor. A little bit deeper stretch in your back. Now curl up. Breath again. Sink that energy. Curl even further if you can, or whatever is comfortable. We're just warming up, so I want to be loose and relaxed. Slowly curl up. One last time, breath up. Now this time, make that stretch in your back nice and long. And whatever you're comfortable, if you need to put your hands on your thighs, you can do that. Just let your body hang. Feel that lower back stretching. Eyes open, slowly curl up. Breath up. Sink. And release. And let's go ahead and do our tap. Let's start with one arm. Just tapping up and down. Don't forget to turn your palm up. Waken everything up. Feels so good. And then across the chest, tapping the thymus gland, and then down to the other arm. Chest again. Let's work our way to our abdomen, our internal organs. Tapping, stimulating blood flow. And down to the tops of your legs. Don't forget the tops of your feet. And now at the back of your legs. Come across your hips and down the tops again. Back. Do one more time. Back. Now let's go into the inner thigh with the chop and the outer thigh. Cross the hip inner. One more time. Work to your lower back and just make sure you got your kidneys, your lower back loosened up. Around to the abdomen again. Work your way up and fingertips the back of your neck and your scalp. Just tap. And, oh, that feels so good. It always feels good to have somebody massage your scalp, doesn't it? Or yourself. And to your brow, forehead, temples, and underneath your eyes. Already, I think the pollen is getting started, and so a lot of people are already having some sinus issues. Great way to relieve some pressure and pain on your sinuses. At the top of your lip and under your lip, jaw. Good. Everything shaped out, feels awake and ready to go. Let's put our hands on our hips and just lift the right knee and the left knee up. So like we're marching in place. Some things to remember, and you probably don't think about this when you're marching. What I want you to do is try to have a goal of your body staying in place as you lift a knee up and down instead of this. Now this, we can do this, that's okay, but I want you to be aware of controlling the lift. So try to minimize the side to side movement by just lifting the knee, standing tall, keeping your abs tight, and controlling that lift so that you don't have too much side to side. Now, I've got a little bit too. I'm working on it. Good. Just a straightforward lift. Now take that and let's turn the knee out and let's lift to the side. Now on the side, yes, you're going to have some side to side movement, but your goal would be to try to stay centered so that all that's happening is that leg is lifting. It's a little bit of work. First time I've thrown this at you, but it is a nice goal to work on. Good, one more each side. Now pull that knee underneath you and kick yourself in the behind. Just pull it in, foot flexed. And this will begin to stretch a little bit and all those muscles that we've just contracted in the front of the leg and start to help warm up and strengthen those hamstrings. Now I want you to do this 2 times on each leg. So pull that right leg in and then pull the left. If you need the chair, you got it close by your side, pull it in. So from the side, it would look like this, knee down, just kicking that foot back. We forget our hamstrings lots of times, and they need to be strong to balance out the front of our thighs. There's lots of exercises we can do for our hamstrings. So maybe we'll have a hamstring specific class here soon. Good. Probably feeling it about now. All right. Let's do each side one more time in doubles. Good. And shake it out, a little easy march again. You know, a little more cardio too in these little marches, and that's okay. Hands on your hips. Let's do our lunges. Just shift the weight forward with the right leg, come back together, forward with the left, and together. So lunge forward. Now you can do just, you know, a weight shift forward and back, or you can go a little bit deeper and make it a little bit deeper lunge. You know what's best for you, so just work within those parameters. Now let's add some arms with that. Let's push the arms forward, pull them into the shoulder, just push. So as we go forward, we're gonna push without throwing our upper bodies forward. So when we push, we're still pushing and still staying centered. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's go to the angle to the corner. So turn right together and left. Easy right. Let your chest go toward the direction you're going. And just turn. Now with this, let's just do a little easy bicep curl. Just pull in and down, in and down. Make sure when you turn that you pick your foot up and have it turned so that it goes in the same direction as your knee. Good. One more each way. Then we're going to do a side lunge. So just go to the side together. So in this, my toes and knees are forward. You do have to stick your backside out just a little bit. This isn't a full lunge by any means, but just a little shift. Good. Now let's push the right arm out as we go right. Push and in and left. Good. Push and push. And side to side. Good job. One more each way. Now let's step backwards. So you just step back, together, and back, together. So from the side, you can just step back, or you can go into a lunge. Making sure if you do lunge deep, you gotta keep your knee over your ankle. Take the arms, let's push them back. So squeezing those triceps in the back of your upper arm. Push back. Push back. Good, you guys look great. And back. Make sure on these warmer days, because we haven't probably been used to drinking as much water. Maybe you have been aware of that. But as seasons change, our bodies have to adapt. So make sure always you drink plenty of water. But as it gets warmer, you may not realize you need to drink a little more to adjust to the new season. Good. Last time, right and left. Very good. Bring those feet together. Breath up, pull. Sink that energy. Now let's separate heaven and earth. Take the right arm up, left arm down. Reach. Turn it. Squeeze the energy. Soften the knees. Up and turn. Squeeze. Good. Up and turn. Couple more. And good. And last time right. The last time left. Good. All right, shifting the weight to the left leg. Just shift back and forth, right and left. And we're just going to do our bow and arrow today. Instead of doing it side to side, we're going to focus on a complete with one leg, then go to the other leg. So we're just going to do it a little bit different. So as you shift, pull that bow and arrow back. Shift, pull back. Shift, and back. So again, shoulders over hips, looks great. And just push and pull back. I lift my toes up, but you know, it's just whatever feels natural and comfortable for you. Make sure you pull that left shoulder back so you get that extra work in the upper back. 2 more. Now let's add the T-tap. So you're gonna go out, T-step in, out, T-step in. Your goal is going to be to control that movement as best you can. Always good if you think of softening your supporting leg, squeeze your glute under you, pull your abs in toward your belly button to your back. That gives you extra stability. 2 more T-steps. Good, now let's try it with the knee up. Knee up, shift. Go as slow as you need to make it work. And in. Good. Couple more. All right, you ready to hold it? Let's try this one. So bring it in through your T-step, knee up, hold. Eyes gaze out over that finger. Helps you balance, looks great. Let's do it again. Release. Pull it into the T-step, abs tight, glutes tight. Excellent. 1 more. Pull in. You got a chair close by if you need that extra support. Very good. Now just for a second, because I don't know if you're like me, my shoulders are tired. So let's just swing back and forth for a little bit. Let you relax the shoulders. Mine are just tired probably because of yesterday. This time we're going to do quick, next time we do it, we're going to do quick kicks. All right, get ready. Let's come in, quick kick. Good, quick kick. Go down. Come back 1. That's what I'm finding that's working a little better. Do the kick, recover, come back, and then do another kick. I should have mentioned that a minute ago, especially since I'm having trouble with my balance. Good. And over. Come in, quick kick. Good. Another quick kick. Let's do 2 more quick ones and then we'll try to do the slow. Good. One more quick. All right. Come in. Get your T-step up through your knee and try to balance and hold that kick. Very good. Release it. Excellent. Shake it out side to side. All right, so let's go to the left. We have the whole thing to do on the left side. So just get your feet positioned first where you feel good and solid underneath you. And then let's do our bow and arrow. Good. Good. Now let's add the T-step to it. So just tap in, working on getting to the point where you feel very much in control as you shift the balance and the weight. Good. You get to pull that shoulder back. Let's do 2 more. Good. Now let's do it with the knee. So pull that knee in. Your goal is to try to lower it with control instead of just letting it drop down. That's our goal. All right, 2 more. Let's bring that knee in on this next one and hold it. So come to your T-step. Pull the knee in. And then release. Good. T-step. Very good. Release. Let's do it again. And you can do it, you know, if your timing is different than mine, you just do whatever works for you. Release. Pull it in. All right, 1 more. Let's come in. Good, release, bring your arms down for a second, side to side before we do our kicks. And remember, we'll kick, we'll shift back, and then we'll kick. Okay? So here we go. Over, quick kick, come back. Over, quick kick, and back. Over, quick kick, and back. Quick kick. Good. I don't know, I always find I definitely have one leg that I feel more secure standing on only than the other. Sometimes they switch out. It's one leg one day and next the other one. All right, 1 more time. Now on this next one, let's try us hold it. So come in through your T, knee up and kick. Hold that extended leg. Pull it in. Release, good job. Come back. Good, let's release, looks good. Let's try 2 more. And release that last one. Looks good. and release. Woo! Shake that out. Couple of shoulder rolls back. Let's do some shoulder rolls. And forward. Good. Grab your band. Now, let's hold it with the thumbs up, little fingers up. Little fingers down, thumbs to the end. Place it under the arch, right under the arch of your right foot, and then lift up. So right now I've got all my weight on the right leg. I'm going to just use the left leg back for a little bit of stability. We're just going to do some easy biceps and triceps first off. Right arm, left arm. So just easy curl in. Most important on these is to keep your elbow isolated right next to your waist so that you're really concentrating fully on the belly of the bicep muscle in the front of your upper arm. So just some easy squeezes. Shoulders should be relaxed and they shouldn't really be involved if we're really squeezing the upper arm biceps. Good. And in. And curl. And curl. Last 4, 3, 2. All right, let's do the right arm. Gonna come in at your 90-degree angle, and we're just gonna pulse it up 2 sets of 8. So a little half pulse. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release that arm down and let it stretch out. Left arm, same thing. Here we go, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let them stretch out. Very good. Now, while we are in this position, I want you to pull the right arm up again. Got the elbow squeezed in. Cross it across your body. Keep that elbow there and open out. Squeeze across. This is a great shoulder rotator cuff. Strengthening and stretch. And out. Good. So if you squeeze that elbow really close. Now, if we didn't have the other arm on the band, you could take that other arm and rest it on your upper arm to remind you to keep it still. Let's do one more. Good, now release. We're gonna go ahead and do the left because of this hand position. When I change it, it'll be different. So cross across your body and open out. Keep your wrist straight if you can, so you don't want any unnecessary pressure on your wrist. Good, cross over and open. Cross and open. Cross and out. Good. And release. Very good. Lean over. Let's place it under the other foot, right under the arch so that your foot is firmly planted, turning your little fingers up to the end. So now we have the little fingers up. So the hand position is thumbs down, and most of your weight is in that leg with your back leg just holding there for balance. Okay, I want you to pull up as if you were pulling the band or the weights under your arms and down. We sometimes call this chicken wing exercise. And down. Lift up and release. Good, just a nice smooth. If you stand tall and think of opening your chest, this is awesome for your posture because it strengthens what they call the trapezius muscles in your upper back, your rhomboids that go underneath your shoulder blades, and what's the other one? Oh, your lats, excuse me. Good. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Good. Now let's work a bit on the triceps. So let's do the right arm first. Just gonna push it back and release. Pull it back and release. So your goal is to bring it beyond the midline of your body. This shoulder's a little sore today, so I'm not going to take it quite as far, but you go ahead and push yours further back and just keep the wrist straight, stand tall. You should feel the squeezing in the back of the upper arm. Good, and push. Let's do 4 more. 3, elbows straight. 2. Now hold it back, and we're going to just pulse 2 sets of 8. So pulse back 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. And then let's do our left arm. I'm going to turn. You're just going to press back and release. Push back. Keep your wrist straight. Good. Squeezing the back of that upper arm. And back. And press. Looks good. Chest open. Standing tall. Last 4. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's take it and hold it back a bit. We're going to squeeze 2 sets of 8. Here we go. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And release. Good. Good job. Bring it out from under. Loosen your shoulders up, front to back. Very good. Go back to little finger at the ends. Hold it in front of you. Flip it under. And then turn it over. This is basically just to shorten the band. And you can always just do it without if you don't want to do the flip. Make sure you got plenty of space here. Knees soft. Let's bring that band up. Big stretch, and then bring it down. So this is just kind of the shoulder blades squeezing together because you're keeping tension on your band, and then release it down. Breath up, and down, and lift, and down. Okay, turn your toes slightly out. We're gonna do that around the world range of motion movement. So to do this, we're gonna lift it up. Make sure it's still in your peripheral vision. So if you need to move your fingers so you can see it there. Lean the body right. Keep the weight centered, knees soft, hips square. Then drop the right shoulder, kind of round forward, dropping the left. Come around, lift your right, and up. So this is a rotation for your back. Squeeze your abs, but go as far down or as little as best for you today. You got to stretch your back out slowly and make sure that rotation is working. A little bit of help is to really pull your abs in when you go forward and when you come up. And that will give your back a lot of extra support and it won't have to do all the rotation. Good, and up. Couple more. You determine how big is comfortable for you. Last time. Stop at the top. Make sure your shoulders are down, not up like this. Let's go the other way. Tilt left. Drop the right shoulder around. Come up. And down. Ah, very good. Stretch around. Be sure you're getting good full breaths throughout. Not necessarily important when you breathe, but that you've got a good full breath in and out. Should feel good in your hips as well. All right. I may have miscounted, but let's do one more. And very good. Bring those shoulders down and relax them for a second with a couple of shoulder rolls back and a little bit forward. Okay, we're still in that position. Go ahead and we'll purposely start with the arms here. Want you to, this is a lot, this is going to be some standing core work with resistance in the shoulders. So what I want you to do, keep your body stacked, turn to the right, come center, and turn left. So do it slow at first, just a nice rotation. Similar to what we're going to work on is our turns and beating the drum, but we're going to do it a little differently. And by keeping constant tension on your band, you've got those upper shoulders engaged. They may get tired, and if they do, just drop your arms down. However, in this position, each time you turn, see if you can turn and look a little bit more behind you. Good. Make it a little bit bigger rotation without moving your hips. Your feet are firmly planted, your hips are forward toward the screen. All right. Now do bring the arms down. We're just going to go a little bit faster. You can keep them up if you want, but just kind of do a nice little rotation. Still pull your abs in, squeeze your glutes so your lower body is as stable as it can be. And only go as far as you feel comfortable going. All right. Nice little easy rotation, really working the core. Good. Let's do 2 more sets. Last one. And back to the center. Okay, so this one's a little bit different. Bring your band up. Still be able to see it in your peripheral vision. And I want you to tilt side to side, not real fast, but continuously with a little fluid movement. Once again, keeping your abs pulled in, tucking your hips even a little bit forward if that helps you pull your abs in. Keep your shoulders down. And this is getting your sideward bend into your obliques and getting those core waist muscles stronger. Okay, let's get back over to the left. Let's just do 4, left only. 3, 2. Now let's go center and to the right. So what you're doing is really lifting up to the corner, even though you're bending to the side. Think of squeezing your rib cage towards your hip bone. 4, the other side. 3, 2, 1. Center. Last time, squeeze your rib to the hip. 3 and 4. Come center. Relax those shoulders. Good. Come in. We might use the band. We definitely will do some abs with it. But let's get our chair close by. I'm going to turn sideways, so go ahead and do whichever way is easier for you. I'm standing behind my chair. I want to walk back and stretch that back and stretch under my arms and shoulders. Oh, that should feel good. So hands push toward your chair, tailbone and backside rounds toward the other wall. Knees soft. Should be a wonderful, wonderful back of the body stretch. Very good. Walk the feet forward and uncurl. Breath up. Hands back to your chair. Let's do that again. Walk back and stretch. One more time. Very good. Soften and come forward. Okay. So we've got the right leg forward in a 90-degree angle. You got your hands on the back of the chair. Get your left leg behind you. Now what I would like for you to do is extend your arms so that you got a little somewhere to go. A little bit, maybe 12, 16 inches from the back of the chair. We're going to push off with our back leg, bring it up, knee in front of the chair, and then shift back. So we're going to do 8 of those. It's a power knee lift. Here we go. 1 and back. 2, and back. 3, good. Keep your body upright. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. And just hold in that stretch. Now, what I would like you to do is tilt that back leg, your pelvis a bit forward, and see if you feel a little bit deeper stretch in the hip flexor. Because we've been flexing a lot standing. So any chance we get stretch that out is very good. All right, so just hold that stretch for a few moments. Now bring the chair a bit closer underneath you, standing all the weight on that right leg. Lean forward. You don't have to go a full, it can be a 45-degree angle. Doesn't have to be a full parallel to the floor. Going to focus on the hamstrings. So all the way to that leg, you got your arms to support you. Pull that extended leg in, foot flex. Let's kick out and in 8 times. We're bringing it 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, we're going to do another set of 8. You got this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that. Go ahead and shake out your right leg. I don't know about you, but if you feel that with your glutes having to do a lot of the work. Okay, we're going to do the other side. I'm going to turn around just so the working side is closest to the camera. And then we have our left leg forward, your right leg extended back. Very good. Get you a good position where you've got some room to pull that knee in. Good. All right, ready? Let's pull it in. 8 and back. Power 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now pull it in. Bring that chair closer to you. Oh, sorry, we didn't do a stretch. Get that leg back there and let's stretch that hip flexor. Good. Nice long stretch down the front of the leg. That feels really good. Now come forward. Lean 45, whatever's comfortable for you. Be sure the hips are toward the chair. Flex that foot. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Another set of 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Shake that out. We doing good? Let's go ahead and let's sit down. What we're going to do, I'm going to turn sideways, as we'll practice our standing and seated for a couple of times, and then we'll do a lot of stretches and some ab work in our chair. How about that? So again, and actually, let's don't touch the chair for, let's try 8. So basically, we're going to do a hinge. Imagining you're getting ready to sit down and you changed your mind, you're going to stand up. So you want those legs so that when you hinge, your knees are going to be over your ankles. You can have your hands on your thighs if that helps, or down or waist, whatever you feel comfortable with. So abs are tight, hinge down like you're going to sit down, and then you lift up and rock those hips forward. Abs tight. So go down and up, 2, down, 3, down, 4, good, down, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Good. This time, go ahead and have a seat. Make sure your chair is there. Today, I'm going to show you a different way to stretch the quads at the end of class, seated in your chair. And then that way, you'll have another option to stretch your hips out. Okay. I want to do the abs, but before that, let me turn forward. I want you to be in the middle of your chair, legs about, a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. We're going to do another spinal rotation, isolation of the ribs and your core. So sitting up tall, shoulders over hips. Lean to the right. And when I lean right, what do you think of pushing that, driving that left hip into the chair? Because if you lift it up, then you're not really getting that deep hip stretch that you really need. So we lean forward, chest open. Then when we go to the left, we drive that right hip down, if that makes sense. Then come back, pull the belly button in, come around your back, and then repeat. Right, forward, and go as fast, slow, as full as is best for you. Go to the side, front. This is an awesome deep hip stretch, as well strengthening core, your ribs, your abs. Helps you better isolate those muscles in your core. Pull back. So the slower you go, the more you can really feel like you're in control of moving your ab and hip muscles around. So let's do a few more to the right. And I actually just love the way it feels. You're just like making a circle around your tailbone with your head. Now, let's go the other way. So go forward with the chest open, to the side, drive that left hip down and back, right hip down, and by pushing the opposite hip down, you really get a deep stretch. I hope you guys feel this. This is one of my favorite ones for strengthening and loosening the hips. And keep going and strengthening the core, your abs, and your back as well. Good. And think of all the awesome squeezing you're doing on your internal organs and kind of like giving them a mini massage, waking them up and increasing blood flow so they work so much better. Last one. Very good. Come to the center, bring your legs a bit closer together. Breath up. Couple more. Let's kind of take a little breather here to feel that energy dissipate head to toe. One more. Good. Turning my chair sideways, we're going to work on our abs a bit. So again, we're in the middle of the chair. Lean back with a slightly round curve in your spine. Feet, I like to take my feet out on this. So I'm not slumped deep, nor am I straight. I'm just kind of a little bit of a curve or letter C. Now, I will tell you this, my tights are slick, so they're sliding. So I may end up sliding with a greater curve than I want to be, but that's just my silky pants sliding. Sorry about that. Okay, arms out, shoulders relaxed. Take a breath. I want you to imagine you had a string from your sternum and lift your body up straight and then curve as you go back. Exhale up, take a breath, and exhale down. Now the arms can also rest here. They can rest on your shoulders or behind your head. Breath. This is kind of a good beginner lift because the arms help lift you up. Breath. Pull the belly button in and go down. Now do rest your hands on your shoulders. Breath. From the sternum, lift up, sit up tall, breath, and curl back down. Now by going with a complete breath, each time up and down, you get a bit more control. Breath and down. Now let's do 8 quick ones. And by quick, I mean 1 exhale, inhale down, exhale up. And you are welcome to count with me because I find that helps me know that we're breathing and exhaling in the right way. Take a breath. Little squeezes, relax the legs so that it's the abs pulling you up. And here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do another set of 8. You can do it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. And 1. And relax. Go ahead and sit up in your chair nice and tall, and then just fold over your body. That's just making sure that we stretch our back out. Let your head drop. And eyes open, just slowly curl up. Okay, got your band handy? Grab your band. We're gonna do our obliques, but we'll do it with the band, which we've done many times, so you should be familiar. Put the band around the back of the chair if it will hold comfortably. Thumbs and little fingers forward. So what we're going to do is, as we rotate, let me go forward toward the mirror. I'm going to lift my left leg and bring my right shoulder over and release. Come over to the other side, look and release. So one shoulder stays on the chair and the other lifts and rotates, so that you're using your obliques with some added resistance. You should be feeling the resistance. And center. And just rotate. Good. Make sure your shoulder lifts up so that you're actually getting the oblique rotation. Good. And center. Good. All right, we're going to do 4 more. So that's 4. And 3. 2. And 1. So that's something you can do at home outside of class as well. All right, so let's release. Put the band behind you. Come forward in the middle of your chair. Now, I said I was going to show you a nice stretch for the quads. If you got a chair with arms, it's going to be hard, but if you have a regular like dining room chair or something, you should be good. Turn your body to the right, keeping the chair forward. Okay? Place your hand on the back of the chair. That's to give you some counter stability. And then you want to bring your hip, so where just your right hip is on the chair and your left is off. Put your hand between your legs on your chair corner and drop that left leg. Release the toe behind you so that the foot isn't flexed, because that is going to be a whole nother contraction. And if you slide that leg back a bit and rock your hip forward, you should feel a nice stretch here. Now, you know your chair and where you're seated better than me. So if your chair feels unstable to you, don't do this one. Just go ahead and stand up and do a standing hip flexor. But if you've got a chair, you feel comfortable doing this, this is another way of stretching that hip flexor and your quads out. To me, it's not as good on the quad as standing, but it's really good and deep into that hip flexor. Good. After class, y'all tell me how that felt. Bring that in, slide to the front, and then let's go to the other side. And I just wanted to show you another alternative for a seated stretch. Okay, so now I have my left hip, my left arm is back, right hand in between, slide your right leg, and you've almost got to have that hip off the chair, so of course you can push it back. Release the foot so you don't flex your foot, and then push that hip forward. Now, if you're real flexible and comfortable, you can reach down, take hold of your pant leg, or use your band. I didn't show you that on the other side, and increase the stretch in the quadriceps, okay? So you have a couple of options there. I always love to show you options because different days, different times, something may be a reason why you have to adjust how you're stretching or how you're working out. And you got to know you can do it lots of different ways. There's not one size fits all. Go ahead and sit back in your chair. Feet just comfortably resting on the floor. Feel the heaviness of the feet on the floor. Breath up. Bring that energy down. Bring your palms together in front of you. Feel that energy. Right arm on top of your left, shoulders relaxed. Now turn and push the energy out, separating heaven and earth seated. And then let's go the other way. So begin to think of pressing and deep into your chair and into the floor, relaxing your body. Push up and out. Be really aware of dropping your elbow as you bring that arm in, because it's easy to want to keep your elbow out as you're seated. Kind of have to modify the movement just a little bit. Now I've got the right arm on top. I want you to turn to the right. Now shift with the left arm and just rotate your body to the left. So what we're going to do is a very fluid, relaxed, heavenly hand seated. So the rotation comes in the waves. Breath. Rest your tongue on the roof of the mouth. Let your eyes gaze into your palms. And just breathe and feel the relaxing movement of this movement. Breath. And back to the center. Lift the arms and let them relax. Let your body sink back into your chair, extending your right leg. Circle the ankle. And the other direction. Wiggle your toe, shake your foot out, and release. Left leg, same thing. Circle. Popping and cracking goes the ankles. In reverse. And shake, stretch your toes, wiggle the toes, shake your foot out. Don't forget those wonderful feet. Good. Same thing with your hands. Spread and close. Open and close. Good. Stretching those fingers, wiggling the fingers around, rotating the wrist. Just keeping those hands supple and limber and strong. Other side. Now the neck, right ear to right shoulder. You can ever have your hands hanging by your side or resting on your lap. Chin forward. And then take your head to the left and the left ear to the left shoulder, but keep your body upright. Good. Rotate forward again and to the other side. Just a great limbering up in your neck and forward to the other side. And then just lift the head level. Think of making your double chin. Pull that chin back in and release to neutral. I hope you're finding some benefit from doing this exercise, or that you remember when you've been looking down a lot during the day to do this. It will really pay off in the long run. Couple more. Push back, make a double chin. Think of pushing your head to the back of the wall. And release to neutral. Draw a circle with your nose. So just a little bitty, say quarter-size circle. And then erase that circle. Go the other way. Great way to keep the neck limber and your rotation intact. Very good. Shake it all out. Breath up. Palms together. Hands to heart. Just sit deep in your chair and let your body relax. Just breathe in new energy, new healing light. Exhale and push out all the things you don't need in your body away or far away. Breath in, new beginnings. Exhale. disease, pain, anxiety, negative energy. Anytime through the day when things get a little hurried or a little anxious, slow yourself down, bring your hands together. Combine it maybe with your prayer time. Before you begin your prayer time is to just breathe. Just practice some breathing that slows down your heart rate, slows your mind, help you focus on your prayer time, your relaxation, your healing time. Breath in and out. Our dear Father, we thank you for a beautiful day, for once again bringing us together to share our energy, our love for our bodies, to make them stronger, because they are your instrument that we have here on earth to do your work. Be with those that can't be with us today, those that are sick and troubled, and we pray they find you and they find health and peace and strength. Be with us as we go forth to do something good for someone else today in your name. In Jesus' name, amen.